What's up, everyone? This is This What It Is? And I'm your host, Gunvid. And I got a blunt lit. Word up. You know, we started off the day with a nice blunt. Now we're gonna end it with another nice blunt. Word up. So, yeah, I gotta say, today was a good day. All right. What do I want to talk about? Honestly, I don't really have anything to talk about. I just wanted to get on here and fucking just bullshit while I smoke this blunt. Okay, so I know what I want to talk about. All right, back to UFC news. And I know this is getting repetitive because I keep talking about the lightweight division, but okay. So I was watching Chael Sonnen's channel, and he was talking about how Khabib is saying, like, he doesn't want the Islam versus Ilya Topuria fight to happen because Islam fought featherweights like 2 or 3 times to defend his belt. So he was like, he doesn't want to keep fighting featherweights. So yeah, and then Khabib was saying that Arman Sarukian would be a tougher fight for Islam. But I'm like, bro, honestly, Khabib, we don't want to hear this from you. We don't want to hear this shit. Because it's like, yo, this is bullshit, all right? You over here like trying to block fights from happening. And people don't want to hear this, all right? We appreciated you as a fighter, and we appreciate you as a coach, but we don't appreciate you trying to stop fights, because this is not the first time you try to block a fight from happening. You know, before this, there was talks of, actually, there wasn't really talks of this fight happening, but you were like, oh yeah, Islam is not going to fight Bilal Muhammad. And I don't really care about that fight, but it's like, still, you know? It's like, okay, say someone wanted to see that fight. You know? You're going to stop that fight from happening. And now someone can't see a fight that they want to see because of a retired fighter. Like, this is stupid. But, you know, I respect it, though. You know, you like with Islam and Bilal, you don't want to see your friends fight or whatever, but we don't want to see you stopping fights. We want to see you coaching fights and making fights better, you know? Because just Khabib's presence at a fight, it just kind of makes it more epic, because Like, remember, I saw a funny clip again last night when Kevin Holland, he was asking Khabib for grappling advice. That's honestly, to me, like one of the funniest moments in UFC history, because it's like, bro, what the fuck, bro? You got your coaches right there. That was kind of embarrassing for his coaches. Like, bro, you're supposed to have that fucking advice for him. And he's asking Khabib for wrestling advice. Honestly, Kevin's coaches look really bad there because they're just like standing there looking stupid. And it's like, bro, if your fighter does something like that to disrespect you, you gotta be like, shut the fuck up. Like, literally, like, fucking, that was their moment to fucking check Kevin Holland and be like, stay focused, And they were just standing there fucking, like, hoping Khabib would give him some advice that they couldn't give him. Yeah, that was a really bad moment for his coaches. But yeah, Khabib, chill out with the whole block and fight shit. You can do that shit behind the scenes or whatever, pause. But like, we don't want to hear you talking about that. If anything, we want to hear you making fights. Oh, I don't want to see this fight. That's not cool, man. And honestly, I want to see Islam fight Ilya, because that would be a great fight. Think about it. What if Ilya knocks out Islam? That would be, if he knocks out Islam, he would have knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and then Islam Makhachev back to back. That would be a fucking crazy resume. So I think that's the fight to make. Yeah, and I don't know who Ilya won against before Alex, but he's undefeated and he got a really impressive resume. But we're going to have to see how this next fight goes for him, because this next fight, I feel, is going to really define his career. Now, I know one fight doesn't define your career, but what I mean is, like, this next fight is going to be very important as far as his legacy, because if he can win this championship, and then defend his belt many times, he's going to have the potential to be one of the greatest of all time. So we're going to have to see, but he still has a lot of work to do. Like, yeah, you knocked out Alex and Max back to back, which is crazy. It's never been done before. But, there's been many great fighters before you, so you're going to have to really, like, fucking consistently win fights impressively for many years for you to be considered there. Because look at John Jones, right? And Khabib. Like, these guys all, and George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, Demetrius Johnson, Stipe Miocic. These guys are people that they fought for years to build their legacy and have a Hall of Fame career. So, yeah, I know you want to be the greatest, but, like, you're going to have to be here for, like, at least 7-8 years winning for you to get to where you want to be. So, personally, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of Ilya yet, but I do respect what he's achieved so far. And yeah, so let's talk about middleweight, because I haven't talked about middleweight in a while. So recently, Drake Duplessis, the middleweight champion, beat Sean Strickland, pause, for the second time. And he won that fight pretty convincingly. And it has me wondering who's next for him, because, you know, I don't really know. Because, okay, Nasruddin Imamov beat Israel Adesanya recently. And I think he might be next, but I feel like not enough people know him yet for them to build a title fight around him. So it's like, I don't know, man. That's gonna be interesting. You know? So yeah, I wonder if Dricus is gonna be able to have many more title defenses, because I don't really know who's gonna beat him at middleweight right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to end this episode real quick, and I don't know what to talk about next. Whatever. But yeah, right now at middleweight, I don't know who's beating this guy. He's like fucking. He looks like he's on steroids. First of all, let's talk about that. Cause pause, he doesn't look like he has like, pause, a natural body. Like, he looks like the type of person that would do steroids, you know? He's over there, he's mad gay. He's kissing his coach after he wins a fight. Like, that's mad gay, bro. So I'll never be a fan of him. I'll never respect him. He's mad gay, bro. Get him out the fucking UFC. You know? Because that's a disrespect to martial arts. You're not supposed to be over here kissing people unless it's your wife. You're over here kissing men in the octagon. I always make fun of him for that. I will always make fun of him for that. Because that shit is not cool, bro. This is a sport that demands respect, alright? Martial arts has taught me many lessons in life, and has taught me respect and to be humble. So that's not humble, bro. You know? Like, Drake Duplessis, like, you don't have to be humble. I don't give a fuck, you know? I'm not telling you have to be humble, but this guy, he's a fucking piece of shit. Like, and it's kind of his job to be that, but like, what I will give him credit for is that he plays the villain role very well. I mean, he's made people cry. He made fucking Israel Adesanya and what's it called? Sean Strickland cry at press conferences. So I gotta say, that's mad fucking funny, because that's like a rare thing to do, to make your opponent cry. That's fucking hilarious. But still, that nigga's mad gay, so I don't, you know. And he's a white guy from South Africa who fucking takes advantage of that fucking racism out there. Get the fuck out of here. We got a racist UFC champion, nigga. That nigga be on some racist shit, saying he's the only African champion. Like, bro, your people they're not from Africa. You're white, bro. Get the fucking white people out of South Africa. How about that? If you appreciated this episode, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. This is this what it is? And I'm your host, Gunvid.